Welcome back, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Jimmy Pereira, starting another sketch for today. And we're going to jump right into it here. As with my other videos, I'm not really going to say what it is until it's finished and you can see what it is for yourself. I'll be kind of doing an action pose here. Hope you all have been having a good week. It's been an extremely busy week for me. And the weather has finally started to change down here in sunny Florida. When you're drawing a figure, specifically an action figure, or a figure, not an action figure, but a figure doing action, it's a good idea to figure out where your hands are going to go from the get-go. Because more often than not, they're either going to be in front of your figure, and it's always easier to kind of connect the limbs to the hands rather than doing it the other way around, if that makes any sense. Then that way you're not having to figure out, okay, well, I've got this thing in the way, so I've got to move the hands way out here, and that's not really what I originally intended. The hands are, like I said before in the previous video, very, very important for lending itself to expression and action. And without them, it's very hard to convey that. I'm going to be connecting the forearm, upper arms, always be thinking about what's going to be going on in the forefront of the figure. What's going to be overlapping. Also, try to have a good mental catalog of different things that you'll be drawing so that you can draw them out of your head. I really don't know how much, you know, drawing from memory, a lot of the great cartoonists and caricature artists like Jack Davis and Mort Drucker did, you know, strictly out of their heads. I don't know if they used any photo references for, you know, common things that they put in the backgrounds, but it's a good idea to have some knowledge of the objects in everyday life so that you don't have to constantly look up everything, and it'll definitely make you a faster and more efficient artist. I'm a big fan of Jack Davis's work. He was a master cartoonist, a master at drawing action, and he just was able to really sketch and stretch the figure. I'm really in marvel of how he was able to do that, and I try to implement it, but I'm not even close to his level of being able to do that. So, but it's definitely something to shoot for. And he was also very fast, from what I've read and what I've heard from other artists talking about him. I like to put a little bit of a shadow area at the bottom to kind of ground the figure as always. Trying to think about the lines themselves, you know, going from thick to thin. That's going to give your drawing a stronger presence visually than if you were just to use the same line width for every single line that you draw. That's what's going to give it that printed look, the coloring book look. Because if you look at a coloring book, they're not all one line width most of the time if they're drawing characters in the coloring book. So that is my sketch for today. Hope you enjoyed watching. Please hit the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to see more content, feel free to drop a comment down below. If you have any suggestions of any drawings that you'd like to see coming up, and hope you all have a great day.